Coming up on the DMC Upside, Del Mar College has been recognized as one of Texas' best community colleges for workforce training. We'll explain.
The Texas Workforce Commission presented a Skills Development Fund grant to Del Mar College and M&G Chemicals. We'll take you there.
Del Mar College hosted several activities to bring more attention to National Crime Victims' Rights Week. We'll tell you all about it.
Del Mar College students returned from the NASA Scholars Program in Mississippi. The Center for Early Learning celebrates the Week of the Young Child. The Del Mar College Music Department premieres The Key of Mr. G. A Flam Jam Percussion Festival is held at the Wolf Recital Hall, and we have a regular segment around campus.
Hi and welcome to the DMC Upside. This is our May edition. I'm Carlos Garanzuay.
And I'm Emily Gonzalez. We've got the latest news and information about Del Mar College.
Del Mar College has been named one of Texas' best community colleges for workforce training. The college held a celebration to showcase these excellent programs to the public.
On May 5, 2016, Del Mar College invited the community to a workforce celebration and partnership recognition at Del Mar College's Center for Economic Development.
This graph to my right shows that Del Mar College's workforce certification enrollment has grown in volume by 75% in the past 5 years. That is worth celebrating.
In April 2016, Del Mar College was even named one of the best workforce training centers in Texas by Southern Business and Development magazine.
This is Del Mar College meeting the local business needs and industry's needs. And so when Southern Business and Development magazine and selected us as one of Texas's best community colleges for workforce training, it was a tremendous honor. It's verification and again a very strong indicator that we're heading in the right direction. We're just getting started, and so as our journey continues to develop, as we work to support the local workforce, families are going to benefit at the end of the day. We're impacting families' livelihoods, and it's just an honor to be a part of that.
The workforce celebration showcased presentations and demonstrations from programs such as culinary arts, occupational safety and health technology, automotive, aviation, process and instrumentation technology, and nursing.
Well, I'm very excited for Del Mar. It's richly deserved on so many levels. I started working with Del Mar in 2008, and here we are 6 or 7 years later, tremendous growth in the regional economy, a lot of international companies. Del Mar has not only stepped up to meet the challenges, but in many cases exceeded those challenges. So congratulations to Del Mar, phenomenal job.
Well, I would encourage anyone who has the opportunity to work who isn't currently in the workforce, to take the advantage of taking training classes, even if it's offered through your employer and sponsored by Del Mar, to do it. Just do it, because they are really essential, and they're really a vital part of what we are going to offer back to the community.
Del Mar College continues to keep training our workforce today and for the future.
For more information on Del Mar College workforce training programs, go online to www.delmar.edu/workforcetraining.aspx. We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back.
Dream of earning a great salary with excellent benefits? Del Mar College can get you where you want to go. Drivers are in huge demand. And with our transportation training services, you can earn a commercial driver's license in as little as 3 weeks. So drive your own success and get the license that puts you behind the wheel. Learn more at delmar.edu/trucking.
Get Del Mar College information right in the palm of your hand using Viking Go. Viking Go is Del Mar College's mobile app full of useful college information you can access on your cell phone or tablet. Choose from 13 active modules from the menu. You can even access Del Mar College social media feeds. Viking Go is available on Google Play and the Apple App Store for your phones and tablets. Stay on the go with Viking Go. Start using Viking Go today.
Catch the Viking spirit. Nationally recognized and locally focused, Del Mar College has been delivering dreams for over 75 years. If Del Mar College has touched your life, join the Vikings Alumni Association and help others achieve their dreams. Stay connected. Support scholarships. Explore the Viking Career Network. Join online today at delmar.edu/alumni for as little as $10 and get a free t-shirt. Show your Viking pride.
Welcome back. Del Mar College and M&G Chemicals have partnered thanks to a grant from the Texas Workforce Commission. The money will be used to provide in-depth training for new hires.
The Texas Workforce Commission presented a Skills Development Fund grant of nearly $215,000 to Del Mar College and M&G Chemicals USA. The money will be used to train M&G Chemicals' newest hires.
The grant represents a partnership between M&G Chemicals and Del Mar College. It's going to allow the creation of 225 jobs here at M&G Chemicals, and we're very excited to be a part of that. Upon completion, the average wage, or the wage, will be $29.98 an hour, which is $10 higher than the average salary in this area.
These types of grants are incredibly important for a lot of reasons. First and foremost, it's the college's obligation to execute its mission and do these sorts of things. That's why we're here. That's why we have the continuing education corporate services side of the instruction here at Del Mar College.
M&G puts new hires through a rigorous training process to teach the intricacies of PET/PTA operations. Even experienced process technicians will require in-depth training to meet company standards.
Some of these new employees have some experience working in chemical manufacturing environment, and some have none experience working in the chemical manufacturing environment. So the partnership with Del Mar College was critical in the development of our curriculum.
Construction of M&G's Corpus Christi facility is generating up to 3,000 jobs.
We're seeing how vital it is, and on behalf of employers and traveling across the state, I'm constantly hearing that they need a skilled workforce. So these types of efforts that allow that training so that employers have the workforce that they need and the employees have the skills that they need to do the work are really important, and they allow businesses to come to Texas and to stay in Texas. They really help our economy, and Corpus has actually seen an annual job growth rate of 2.1%, and they've added 4,000 jobs over the year, and I can tell that that trend is going to continue to go on, and I think it's because of partnerships like this that allow employers to come here and us to give them that workforce that they need.
To learn more about the Del Mar College Workforce Training Programs, call 361-698-2122.
National Crime Victims' Rights Week honors and celebrates achievements in securing rights, protections, and services for victims. The Del Mar College Office of Student Engagement and Retention partnered with the Coalition for Crime Victims' Rights to hold several activities to bring more attention to these issues.
On April 12, 2016, various community agencies from Corpus Christi came together at Del Mar College's Harvin Center for National Crime Victims' Rights Week.
Everybody's just giving information about their services that they provide to any victim of a crime against their person. So if they've been physically hurt, sexually assaulted, broken into their home, it goes all the way from when the police respond all the way through prosecution, aftercare services, and then military.
Nationally, about 30 years ago, they decided, the Office of National Crime Victims and the Department of Justice decided that it's important for us to have a month or a week that we're specifically going to talk about clients' rights and victims' rights. So nationally, this is happening all over the world right now, or nationally. And Del Mar College is actually one of the, there was 102 of us nationally that received this grant to be able to put these activities on for the community and students.
Items were available for students and faculty that included information pamphlets, counseling centers, and even artwork found in the library.
There's several events that we're having. One of them is called Express Path to Pain. So we have exhibits of victims of crimes, which are students and community members that have submitted either sharing their story through written words, sharing their story through art, or sharing their story through songs. So on the 4th floor at the library, we have about 13 exhibits out there that you can walk around and just get to know what's going on there.
This event not only encouraged victims to reach out, but it also showed the various organizations involved in public safety.
We just want them to know what's available in their community, because most of the time they don't know, and then they get very frustrated and they don't go look out for help. So every agency, we all know each other. So if they don't know what to tell you, they know exactly who to call. And that's what we want people to know, is to not just keep it inside and not stay home and not talk about it, because then that's when you become a victim all over again.
We're here to educate students, help them out, and be able to connect them with resources. So never be afraid to ask for help, and never be afraid just to see what they can do to help, because these are great opportunities. Great organizations are out here that are nonprofit. So come by, learn about them, and learn about the services that are available, but also know what you can do to give back to the community.
For more information, go online to the U.S. Justice Department's Office for Victims of Crime at www.ovc.gov.
4 Del Mar College students recently returned from the NASA Community College Aerospace Scholars Workshop at the John C. Stennis Space Center in southern Mississippi. They shared their experiences competing during the engineering design exercise.
One of NASA's field centers gave 4 Del Mar College students the opportunity to practice their skills in research and engineering while also doing administration work as part of the Aerospace Scholars Program.
It was breathtaking. We got to do so many things there, and we got to speak with so many different people that come from such a large amount of education and knowledge and experience. So just sinking that in was another just overwhelming. And after that, we actually got to tour the facility and got to see all the inside things that no one really gets to see.
Students were broken up into teams and performed tasks, as well as traveled and visited several sites in the area.
We were all in competition with one another. Gold team won. But it was very cool the way NASA did it, because we never knew what exactly the other team was doing. We only were concentrating on ourselves and what we were doing.
Now, what we needed to do was design and build a rover within 2 days, or actually we had to get a working prototype within the first day of work. And we needed to plan out a budget, because each piece of that rover, we used the LEGO Mindstorms NXT kits, each piece was assigned a certain value. So we needed to stay under a certain budget, and we needed to tell them what that budget was on the first day.
Students came back to Del Mar College excited and ready to share the experience, saying even the sky is no longer the limit.
My time here at Del Mar has probably helped me a lot in developing the leadership skills that I needed to be there, from different projects I've worked on, and working as a peer tutor on campus, and just being able to interact with other students and be able to meet them where they're at.
Any other college, as far as if I went to a university, they would never have been able to really see my potential and know exactly what I'm all about to write me a kind of a recommendation for NASA, because they wouldn't really know me. I'm just kind of like another number in that. And going to my bachelor's, of course I'm going to go to a university, and I really hope that I find at least a little bit of the same kind of mentality, as I want to be included and I want my teachers to actually know me.
For more information on the NASA Community College Aerospace Scholars Program, go to nas.okstate.edu/NCAS. It's time to take a break, but there's more to come. Please stay with us.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Plan your next event at Del Mar College's Richardson Performance Hall. Our facility accommodates conferences, concerts, religious events, and private parties. We have 3 lounges, balcony elevators, and a convenient drive-up drop-off. For productions, Richardson Performance Hall has more than 1,700 seats and is outfitted with staging, rigging, lighting, and sound capabilities, plus many patron and performer amenities. Book your next event at Richardson Performance Hall. We create dreams, one event at a time. For more information, call 361-698-2228.
I used to dream. I was turning my passion into a paycheck. Today, I am.
Go from I dream to I am. Del Mar College. Dreams delivered.
Thanks for staying with us. There's been a lot of discussion in the news over concerns regarding unisex bathrooms. We went around campus asking students for their opinion. This is what they had to say.
It's kind of weird. I mean, after all these years, just growing up with just 2 separate restrooms, and now this has come along. And so I think in order to be able to accommodate people, transgender people, that something like that would be good.
I believe people are missing the point. A lot of people just say they're just bathrooms. It's not that big a deal, but it's more of an underlying of a fight for equality. A lot of people, a very, very small community in the United States, but it's still a community, just want to score a victory, want the voices to be heard. This is less about bathrooms and more of a protest, so to speak, to be heard. So I believe everyone has the right to be happy. It's in the Constitution. So just let these individuals have their bathrooms. It's not that big a deal.
Don't necessarily think it's much of a hazard. You know, you see a lot of rhetoric on the news, people complaining about like how this can be dangerous for people, how like women are in danger of being, assaulted or something, or how it's not a moral thing to teach our children, things like that, which I see as kind of a little bit of a fear tactic. It's kind of just a reason to drum up controversy, really, more than anything, and fill airtime, it seems like.
I think it's a good idea, mainly because of like major events, usually like say wrestling or sports, the guys' restroom only has like 2 or 3 in the line, while girls have to wait up for 15 minutes. So if we have a unisex restroom, everybody can get along like much faster and like have more of those around. So yeah.
I personally don't have like an issue with it. It's just like the danger of the children, because there's small children that go to like the restroom with women, and then like pedophiles go into the same restroom. It's just, that's the only concern I have with that. But I mean, that's with anything, like, with alcohol, people abuse it. It's not a bad thing, but if people abuse it, then,
April 10th through the 16th, 2016, thousands of children, early childhood educators, and families across the globe celebrated the Week of the Young Child. The Center for Early Learning at Del Mar College held activities in the center as well.
The Morris L. Lichtenstein Jr. Center for Early Learning at Del Mar College celebrated the Week of the Young Child. This annual celebration, hosted by the National Association for the Education of Young Children, or NAEYC, celebrated early learning, young children, their teachers, and families.
Today we are celebrating with families, so we're doing a picnic. But before the picnic, we did a song. We also had a art gallery with different art activities that the children have been working on throughout the week. The fun thing about that is that we've been using only recyclable items. So we've used old engines, old coffee filters. I think the toddlers at one point washed out their little plastic cups from breakfast, and they were able to use those as part of the project. So just really, really a collaborative effort with all the classrooms, and just making these really, really cool, open-ended art projects.
The events at the Center for Early Learning took place April 10th through the 16th, 2016. The Week of the Young Child is a time to recognize the importance of early learning and early literacy, and to celebrate the teachers and policies that bring early childhood education to young children.
Week of the Young Child is basically a week of celebration for early childhood education. So different schools throughout the nation celebrate all in the same week. We have different themes every week. This week we had, a Taco Tuesday. So Chef Jeremy from the culinary department here at Del Mar actually came in and helped our kids make corn tortillas. So different things like that where they're able to do hands-on activities and really just learn from it.
For more information on the Morris L. Lichtenstein Jr. Center for Early Learning, go online to www.delmar.edu/CEL.
The Del Mar College Music Department held a spring concert which included the world premiere of a work written by composer Nathan Felix. This piece was written to celebrate the life of South Texas music icon Mr. Eddie Galvan.
On April 28, 2016, friends, family, and the community gathered at Richardson Performance Hall on Del Mar College's East Campus to celebrate the life and music of Mr. Eddie Galvan.
Well, I've been looking forward to this night for a long time because when Dr. Ramirez called and said, hey, we want to get a piece written in memory of Mr. Galvan. And I said, well, count me in. And the whole process, a lot of moving parts, and the whole process involved getting the word out, collecting donations from different high schools around the state. Then the next thing to do was to find a composer. We couldn't find a composer, and I happened to have a great friend, Nathan Felix, and so I connected him with Abel Ramirez, and so tonight it finally came to fruition, so we're so excited.
The evening featured performances from the Corpus Christi Wind Symphony and the Del Mar College Wind Ensemble, including the world premiere performance of In the Key of Mr. G, a commissioned work commemorating Mr. Galvan.
I got emotional, I was overwhelmed, just hearing the stories about Mr. Galvan. And I had read a lot about him and done my research, but just being here and hearing people talk about him just got me really worked up and got a little nervous. And I was out of my hands as far as the performance goes, but the kids just knocked it out. I mean, that was beautiful. I mean, they just put their heart and soul into it. You could feel it, and I think that just really captured the essence of Eddie Galvan. So.
Wonderful night, incredible night, two great bands, and a lot of great music, and then honoring the legacy of Eddie Galvan and his music education and the history that he's brought to us and the rich culture that he's brought to us through his music education and his music performance here in Corpus Christi. So many family members and so many people who knew him and were close to him, and it was a great evening. What can I say?
This magical evening came together from the love and memory everyone had of Mr. G, Mr. Eddie Galvan.
I wish I had done something like this while he was still living. And isn't that sad? Sometimes we don't really pay homage at this level to people until they're no longer with us. But he was here tonight, and the family was here tonight, and it was great fun, great spirits. But it was more of an obsession, for me, because I said, I'm not going to stop until we do this concert.
For more information on the Del Mar College Music Program, call 361-698-1211.
On May 5th and 6th, 2016, Del Mar College hosted a Flam Jam Percussion Festival. The event was held in the Wolf Recital Hall on the East Campus.
Drums, percussion, and special guest stars all came to Del Mar College for the 10th annual Flam Jam Festival, which was held at Del Mar College's Wolf Recital Hall.
Flam Jam is a big community of drummers coming together, and it even goes outside of Corpus Christi. We're getting people from all areas of all colleges, so being that we are at Del Mar this year, we're enabled to say, hey, we're getting us from Del Mar College, but also performers from A&M Kingsville and A&M Corpus. So we have all the doctors here from the major colleges, and for Flam Jam being a community of drummers coming together, we wanted to organize the event to say, hey, inner city kids, outer city kids, wherever you come from, come out, enjoy some drums, and you can even jump on stage with us and get into it even if you're not a drummer. So Flam Jam is pretty much for anybody that's wanting to get into drums, that's already into drums, and we can build upon that relationship with those people.
Professors from Del Mar College and other universities gathered to teach and perform various styles of drumming and percussion. Special guests such as Matt Savage, Lalo Davila, and Jimmy DeGrasso came and performed for the crowd.
I think it's very important to involve music in kids' education, even if they don't intend to make music a career. I think that it's important for everybody to have access to music and to be able to express themselves in a musical way.
I started it 10 years ago at Miller High School as a senior recital for a chance for the kids to play their UIL solos in front of the middle school and elementary kids. And we started with a budget of $100 and 20 t-shirts, donated 20 t-shirts. The following year, I thought we'd do the same thing again. The kids were like, why don't we invite the middle schools and, have them play and so on. So it just kept growing and growing, and eventually I got Del Mar, and I saw, wow, this is growing. This is getting bigger and bigger. And at about year number 5, we were at growing from a $100 budget to about $15,000 budget. And it just kept growing and growing.
For more information on the event sponsored by the Del Mar College Music Department, go online to www.delmar.edu/music.
That concludes this edition of the DMC Upside.
The DMC Upside is on digital cable channel 19 in Corpus Christi every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. You can also find us online at youtube.com/Del Mar College.
We'll be back in June with an all-new show. Until then, I'm Carlos Garanzuay.
And I'm Emily Gonzalez. Thanks for watching.